Texas Triple Tapper here, bringing you guys another review on an optic. This is the FieldSport red and green reflex sight. Item number RD-D002RG. If you guys had seen my other video, I did a review on another FieldSport optic. It was just a red dot sight, and I absolutely loved that red dot sight. It was so reliable, easy to set up, and above all else, it was 19 bucks. It was like $19.99, less than 20 bucks. So, keeping with that theme, this bad mofo was, I believe I got it for $24.99. And again, I mean, I could not be more pleased with this. Also, I did a review of a Vortex Venom reflex sight, and I believe if you saw the video, I paid about, I think it was like 250 bucks. Fantastic sight, you know, has maybe one or two more bells and whistles, but as you're going to see, this one here is really simplistic, and you can't beat the price. So let's go on ahead and dive on in, shall we? Okay, so, you know, standard stuff here, little card, fold out little poster deal that tells you, you know, different specs and all different kinds of things, tells you what the parts are, all that kind of fun stuff. A little cloth here to wipe off the lens. Okay, now, I had already opened it and put the battery in, and I probably shouldn't have in hindsight, but we're gonna go through it anyway. So what was in here, the battery was in here. It's this CR2032, I believe is what it was. And if you're looking at it, it's got a nice little rubber cover that'll just, you know, pop right off. It's already got this little mounting thing attached. In the Vortex, you had to put it down with screws and attach it to the piece that attaches to the weapon. This one is not the case. So before we dive into this, let's get into it with the battery. So this little piece right here screws off. I'm gonna screw it off. Come on. And we'll see in just a minute as to why I really like this one, especially when compared to the other one. So let's see if we can zoom in on this. What did I say it was? Yep, CR2032. Okay, so you just put it in here like so. Take the little cap, put it on, and once you find the grooves, it's kind of difficult to do through the camera, just kind of push down and start tightening. I can already, you'll feel it kind of bite, if that makes sense, and then you just start spinning. Of course, it's not going to work because I'm doing it on camera. There we go. Felt it grab that time. So you just spin until it's tight, starting to get a little more resistance right about there. And as you notice, the thing itself spun, so I'm holding with my thumbs and just kind of spinning. It's got a little spot you can do with a screwdriver. So comparing installing this battery to the Vortex Venom, that battery to put in is a pain in the ass. It's really hard to get the cap to seat into the grooves so that it creates a nice seal. You know, I don't necessarily know if this is water resistant, waterproof, whatever the case may be, but I mean, for 25 bucks, I mean, come on. I definitely would give it a shot, and I'm going to post a video later as kind of a field test of this product. Let me get that out of the way. So let's get back to this here. This just pops right off, and as you can see, I mean, it's got a, you know, pretty nice lens here. The dot is right here that lets you know that the reticle is on. Let's turn it, see if we can't. There we go. And then this little part right here on your thumb, you can change. You can't really see it in here, but see, that's kind of more of a cross looking deal. So, and if you look in here, you can see what the reticles are. There's 4 of them. There's a kind of a more star looking thing, a cross, a circle with a dot, and then just a plain old dot. And if you spin it, let's see, spin it even more. Where'd it go? Whoops, I think I turned it off. Whoops, there we go. Aha, got a green dot for those of you who prefer green. As the other FieldSport optic that I reviewed, it does not show from this side. I think that's just a reflection. Yeah, so if I put it there, it gets rid of it. That is where the light is coming from. But you really can't, like, there's no beam shooting out. So if you were in some sort of a tactical situation, the elevation and windage are right here. It looks like it takes a little Allen wrench, probably the same size as you would need to kind of hunker this down to the weapon. That may not be the most functional part of this, but I mean, like I said, for 25 bucks you can't bitch too much, you know. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's got a little bit of heft to it. This is definitely quite a bit heavier than the Vortex optic, so you know, that may be something to consider. Let's go ahead and turn it back off. There we go. So, you know, but all in all, I mean, this is a solid little reflex sight. We'll use the little thing here and just give this a once over, and we'll put this back on here, and that's all there is to it. And it kind of clicks in place, so to speak. All in all, like I said, guys, I gotta say this is a really solid optic. You know, I don't, again, I haven't used it yet per se on my weapon, but you know, based off of the reviews that I had gotten and the testing that I had done on the previous excuse me, FieldStream optic. I'm sorry, FieldSport, not FieldStream. I always want to do that, call it Field and Stream. That's some other kind of fishing or something. Anyway, you know, probably lost my train of thought. You know, it's a very quality product, a solid product. I don't expect there to be any issues or any shortcomings with this particular product either. But like I said, I will do a field test and let you guys know what I think. But like I said, for 25 bucks, I mean, even if there are a few shortcomings, like, you know, like I said, it is kind of heavy, but I mean, who gives a shit for 25 bucks? Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them you know where. Until next time, Texas Triple Tapper, out.